question now. Connie, you have a full crowd inside the National Indoor Sports Centre. Even Shelley and Fraser Price came out to watch the ladies. What's the mood like among your team?
The girls are very happy, and to have Shelley in here, and not only her, she brought a contingent from my community in Waterhouse, which is really good for the younger ladies to experience what our youngsters can do. I thought that the mood is in the camp is really excellent. The girls are just really upbeat and ready to go.
Coach, I know you are a woman who believes in development, and of course you spoke to me about spotting young talent. Shelley said in her speech a short while ago that a lot of these youngsters from Waterhouse came out to support the Jamaica Sunshine Girls because they too want to play netball.
Yeah, they're peers too, and that is really good. For me, it's a really development, and any form of netball with youngsters coming through is really just an accomplishment for Jamaica. Yeah.
Anything you want to say to these youngsters that are tuned in, and of course, how important is this win today for Jamaica?
It's really a good, it will be very important for the younger one. We know that we don't have any pressure, but for them to really come out and to give up their best, it's really a plus for them. I mean, we have World Cup going next year, and I really would like to see one and two of them really pushing forward to make our team, because they're more than capable of doing that.
Thank you, Coach.
Thank you.
All right, last question for you, Adrian, before we go. Anything you would have said to your ladies coming into this match, knowing that the Jamaican fans will try to outpower you?
Well, we are expecting a lot of noise from the arena, but it's just a matter of sticking to our game plan and taking it one day at a time, continue to build on what we have done so far, and just at the end of the hour, we'll know what the result would be.
Yeah, good luck and thank you so much.
Thank you very much.
Well, we just heard from the two coaches, and of course we're getting ready for an exciting matchup, Barbados versus Jamaica. A reminder that the points for this match will not count because Jamaica has already qualified for the World Cup. But we look forward to some exciting netball.
inside the NISC in Kingston, Jamaica, as we get ready for the feature encounter tonight. Jamaica's Sunshine Girls taking on the Barbados Gems. Let's go to the starting lineup, starting with the Jamaica team. Janelle Fowler, to the delight of this crowd, will start at goal shoot. Giselle Allison at goal attack. Abigail Sutherland at wing attack. Quania Walker at center. Crystal Plummer at wing defense. Kimon Shaw at goal defense. And Mishka Creary at goalkeep. For the Barbados Gems tonight, they go with Faye Agard at goal shoot. She will be assisted by Latonia Blackman, Sabrina Smith at wing attack, Teresa Howell at center, Tanisha Rocchio at wing defense, Tamara Trotman at goal defense, and Shannon Azor Bruce at goalkeep. Thunderous sounds inside the National Indoor Sports Centre. A dance competition going on with a few kids just before we came back on air, and it's gotten infectious inside the NISC. Everyone is dancing, including most of the Barbadian Gems, as they get ready for battle against the Sunshine Girls. Welcome to our broadcast on your home of champions. Yeah, there's a little champion. She has taken the dance competition by storm, and tell you what, it was a no contest. Oh my word, it's all over. Game over. Dominance. And the crowd goes wild inside the NISC. I think she should get a special prize from Digicel as well for that outstanding performance.
Indeed, she should.
If the netball is anything like the dancing, then we're in for quite a treat tonight. Welcome again to our broadcast. My name is Ricardo Chambers. Alongside me, Oprah Peterson Natty, World Cup bronze medalist with the Sunshine Girls back in 2003, and Jamaica's male netball captain Kurt Dale is also here with us. Kurt, thank you very much for joining us on the broadcast once again as we get ready for this match. Let's get down to business, guys. We've seen the starting sevens. Your initial impressions?
Well, I think Jamaica definitely is going to be starting strong. They have the big Fowler inside ready to dominate, and the rest of the team, they will follow suit. Barbados on hand, I think they want to make it a good competition today, so they're going strong too, and so just let's see what's going to happen.
Definitely OB, the first real test for the Jamaicans. I mean, they haven't been pushed any at all, but we expect them to be pushed by this strong Barbadian team. But Jamaica has gone strong. They have started their goal shoot on the incomparable Janelle Fowler with a lot of youthful exuberance around her, so expect a lot of excitement and flair from those youngsters.
We saw an initial starting seven come out for the Barbados Gems, and it had Shanika Wharton, and just moments before the start of the contest that was changed with Faye Agard starting at goal shoot. Right decision made, you think?
Certainly it has to, because you have to have movement in that circle with Wharton and Blackman. Not a lot of movement, so it takes them a while to get that ball into the circle. With Agard there's a bit more mobility, and the work of Howell and the center wing attack Sabrina Smith, they will be able to take that ball down and feed that circle well.
Yes, and we saw Faith showing a lot of confidence yesterday, and confidence they'll need to go up against the Sunshine Girls team. However, this same Bajan team came here in 2017 and they drawed a series against the Sunshine Girls, so they'll be full of confidence. Seven members from that 2017 is here, led by the captain Azura Bruce. It's captain versus captain in that goal circle tonight.
Yeah, let's see how this one will pan out. Remember, Barbados Gems lost to the Calypso Girls, Trinidad and Tobago last night, 50-40. Tested the Calypso Girls, but Trinidad and Tobago putting away. Just had a shot of Janelle Fowler, the outstanding goal shooter. Many feel the greatest goal shooter Jamaica has ever produced, one of the very best in the world right now, if not the #1 goal shooter in the world. And she stands tall in the circle for the Sunshine Girls tonight as they look to produce another victory in this tournament.
One thing for sure, Barbados will not back down. They're going to go hard.
And let me help you out, Ricardo. Definitely the #1 goal shooter in the world right now. And you'll see why in a second. She's strong, she's solid. I was hoping she would get that rebound to back me up, but Giselle Allison, as she did yesterday, chasing in her shot and collecting that rebound.
And Jenny Fowler, like she has done throughout this tournament, will give the younger players opportunities to take those shots even when she's on court.
Nice defensive work from the Jamaicans early. You see all of them staying in play, building the pressure.
Goalkeeper.
As expected, on the board first for the Bajan, Faye Agard.
Yeah, just the start that she would have wanted. Allison does brilliantly to get into space and converts a second goal for the Sunshine Girls.
Beautiful vision there from Sutherland to find Allison on the baseline behind some towers, but I was a bit critical about Allison. She got that ball in nice feeding position, but she didn't even sight Fowler, and that's a concern for the Jamaicans early.
Almost a turnover there. Howell gets it into Blackman. Blackman lobs it inside to Agard, who doesn't collect. Gets the contact though.
Contact, goal defense is out.
3 penalties early in this game in the defensive circle, and that's been the concern for the Jamaicans all week. That's the reason they've been letting in so many goals. They need to try to tidy up on those contacts inside the circle.
Certainly.
What they have done so well though is score and score
amazing
quickly.
Work. Sorry, Ricardo, to cut you off, but Azura Bruce, she was flying at that ball.
Fowler with her first conversion of the contest, and the Jamaicans take a 3-2 lead. Barbados have started slowly in pretty much all their matches this tournament. They know they cannot afford to do that tonight. Even started slowly against Trinidad and Tobago last night, worked themselves back into the contest, but then ran out of steam as the superior quality of the Trinbagonians showed in the final 2 quarters. Blackman with a solid shot to level at 3-3. Good start for Barbados.
Very good shot there by Blackman, and you notice she's very calm. She's going at her pace and trying to ensure that secure every pass coming to her.
That one lobbed inside to Fowler. Takes it somewhere around the middle of the circle, and by the time she took the shot, she was significantly closer to the pole.
It's all about the landing. Remember, we talk about the landing. Netball is about the catching the ball with your feet, be able to land, and you're at an advantage. And that's what Fowler perfects.
Love the movement by Blackman. She knows she has to turn up big tonight. She knows she has to help out Faye Agard in the circle.
And that's the experience we were expecting from her last night. She came out last night missing the first couple of shots, but tonight she's on the board early, she's dictating play, and she's looking really, really good so far.
Fowler goes 2 from 2 for the Sunshine Girls. Best start of the tournament for the Gems. They are neck and neck with the Jamaicans. And they have taken care of their center passes so far. Agard does not want to shoot from that far out, and smartly so.
Untidy work from Plummer early. That's her second offside for this game. She might want to have a look at that.
Blackman again working well in that circle and converting to level the contest at 5-all.
Azura Bruce is hunting early. That's a good sign for a goalkeeper, right, Obi?
Yes, because I believe the pass was pretty much delayed. And again, that was a horrible pass because it went over Janelle's head. Good interception there.
Right back at you, says Walker.
Yeah. Courtney Walker, right place, right time, and now Giselle Allison can convert for a Jamaican lead once again, 6-5. Putting pressure on the Barbados center pass. And the Jamaicans get the turnover. Perfect ball into Fowler. And as the ball got to Fowler, everyone turned and walked away. They knew she would convert.
Definitely, and that was beautiful play from the Jamaicans. They got a turnover and they were patient, they were steady. They made great decision taking it down and placing a lovely ball into Fowler.
Quarter. Oh yeah, ball taking too long to get to Fowler. She was free, and now Allison sinks a difficult shot.
Stunning shot from Allison there, but I'm still a bit concerned because Janelle was open on that play and she looked away again. Those decisions can become costly.
Fowler was clear for a long time and the ball never got to her. Mindful of that, the Jamaicans, but on that occasion Allison getting herself out of trouble with a fabulous shot. Agar does well here. 3 from 3 for Agard. Just the start that she would have wanted after Coach Margaret Cutting gave her the vote of confidence ahead of Fowler. Sinks that one, gave her the vote of confidence ahead of Shamika Wharton.
And Fowler is not missing, converting 5 from 5. Allison also shooting, well, she has missed 1, shooting 4 from 5.
Beautiful contest there from Plummer. She was pinned for contact on the second attempt, but that was good work from the young wing defense.
Just need to get off the body.
Very good take by Agard and goes 4 from 4.
I love the confidence from the center to put that one into Agard. It shows that she really trusts her goal shooter.
(9-7), the Sunshine Girls up by 2.
And there we see a wayward pass. Like Fowler was standing solid. She had a nice front hold. She was holding her hand out, showing where she wanted the ball, but still they placed that ball just too wide.
You have to get off the body. The defender just have to get off the body of the shooters to be able to come around. They're on them and there's no way they're going to get that ball.
Yeah, a lot to learn for these youngsters. Barbados now within 1 in the opening quarter. By far the best first quarter I have seen from the Barbados Gems this tournament.
Well, it shows that they have been doing their homework. Clearly they have a better strategy than what they had last night. They look a little bit more confident tonight as well. Good tip there from Allison, picked up by Plummer. And the Jamaica is streaming through court again. And of course converted by Fowler.
2-goal advantage now for the Sunshine Girls, and they have the center pass. Allison to Fowler. That was much better in terms of how quickly she released the ball.
Yes, beautiful. That was a 4-second center pass. 1, 2, 3 passes, and it was a goal converted by Janelle.
11-8. The Jamaicans back in front by 3. Agard free inside the circle, and she is found really well.
And that was brilliantly placed by the wing attack over the head of Mishka Query.
Sabrina Smith at wing attack with fine vision on that occasion. Yeah. Struggling to pick up the movement of Fowler. Giselle Allison at the moment.
Look at the work of Azura Bruce. She's keeping Fowler away from the post, bodying up on a real good strong tip by her, but Allison, her height, been very handy in there, helping Fowler with that one.
And her distance shooting as well, proving quite handy in this first quarter, maintaining the 3-goal advantage for the Sunshine Girls. Blackman looking for Agard. Agard trips, falls, and Barbados gets the call.
That was a lovely passage of play. A bit of contact spoiled it, but it was good that the umpire picked that up and allowed them to get the penalty that they deserve.
12-10, Jamaica over Barbados, opening quarter. Jamaica having already qualified for the Netball World Cup, but still playing the qualifiers in this round robin format, but the matches involving the Jamaicans not counting towards the qualification system, and so the Jamaican matches really exhibition matches, but based on how this one has started, nothing exhibition about it. Serious business out on court, both teams fighting hard.
And again, the balls are really not being placed properly. You see Fowler had to really tiptoe forward trying to bring that ball over to her, so just to get that perfection on the pass is really important.
Fowler gets it once more, and the Jamaicans can open up a 5-goal lead here. Janelle Fowler converts. 15-10, the Sunshine Girls.
And this is why she's dubbed as the best goal shooter in the world. She's so efficient and effective. Once you deliver that ball into her, she's going to convert 99% of the time.
Agard with a miss, but she does get a second attempt, penalty pass, and converts that one. 15-11.
That was a nice fake pass there from Latonya Blackman. So she saw the defender trying to intercept on the perimeter, and she just like fake and put it into Agard by herself.
We have questioned Blackman just a couple of times in this tournament so far, but she's really turned up to the party tonight from the opening whistle.
Quietly she has.
Lovely long shot again from Allison. Really, really stunning to watch.
She's ready for fast 5, all right.
Oh yes.
Those
Definitely.
2-pointers can be so critical, especially in the early stages of matches in the fast 5 tournament.
And outside of Romelda Aiken in that squad, she will be the next senior member, so she'll really need to step up and deliver those long shots in crucial times.
Yeah, and Romelda Aiken has never really been known for those long shots, so we'll see what the coach decides when they get to Christchurch.
And the chairlifters work, but they weren't able to secure that rebound.
The Jamaicans are pulling out the bag of tricks early. We haven't seen those sort of moves earlier in the tournament. Good work there from Azura Bruce. She didn't get that one, but she's disrupting, and that's always good. Because once you start disrupting early, you'll start putting doubt in the minds of the feeders, and sometimes that's enough.
Entertaining first quarter at the NISC in Kingston. The Jamaicans leading by 5, 17-12. 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. The Gems have played well, but the Sunshine Girls still finding a way.
Late contest there from Query. She went across for that intercept, but clearly the player had it. That's the one she needs to pull out of and ensure she stays in play in order to contest on the next play.
Certainly agree with you, Kurt, being a bit more disciplined.
Definitely.
Faye Agard 9 from 10.
Yes, she is. She's 9 from 10. Really a great percentage. Along with Blackman, she's shooting 4 from 4.
Unlucky there from Azura Bruce, and she's screaming at the ball because her teammate just happened to contact. She went up nicely for that intercept, got it with 2 hands. And you know, when you get those wins against a quality player like Fowler, you really want to celebrate. So to see that taken away from you is really disappointing.
Miscommunication there as the Jamaicans headed forward. But if there's one thing about the Sunshine Girls this tournament is that they're going to pour in those goals. 18 of them in this first quarter. They have let in 13, but we have already pointed out that it's on the defensive end that they will have most concern coming out of this tournament.
Definitely, and when you have the quality of Janelle Fowler in your shooting circle, you are going to shoot a lot of goals. So once you can put on that defensive pressure and win some possession, you'll always come out there on the winner.
Defense, step forward.
Agard with a more comfortable shot for the Gems, and she puts that away. 18 to 14, sorry. 20 seconds to go in the first quarter. Still time for the Jamaicans to get at least one more. Anderson.
Big shot from Giselle. She's been shooting from this range all game. Misses on the first attempt, but makes it on the second. Backs herself in.
Did you like that tip back from Fowler, getting that rebound and tap it back to Allison?
Yeah, thoroughly enjoyable first quarter here at the National Indoor Sports Centre. Giselle Allison with her long-range shooting. Janelle Fowler continuing to marshal this young Sunshine Girls outfit. And Connie Francis girls find themselves ahead of Margaret Cuttings ladies 19 to 14 at the end of the first quarter. Back at the NISC in a minute. Don't go anywhere. This is fun. Jamaica leading Barbados 19 to 14 at quarter time in this America's Netball World Cup qualifying encounter at the National Indoor Sports Centre in Kingston, Jamaica. Really good crowd inside the NISC. No surprise that the Jamaicans started with Janelle Fowler at goal shoot, Giselle Addison at goal attack. Giselle Allison started out doing most of the shooting for the Barbados Gems. Faye Agard started at goal shoot instead of Shanika Wharton, and she has done well so far. A few deliveries have not been quick enough into the Jamaican top shooter Janelle Fowler, but the Jamaicans have still been too good for the Barbados Gems in that first quarter.
Certainly they have, but there's a little concern with the Jamaican defensive team. I mean, they're allowing a lot of shots going in. I'm not sure why the mark is not tighter on the goal attack, because she's really the one who's creating and making the play for that goal shooter, Agard.
Yes, statistics from the first quarter: no footwork calls, contacts 11 against the Jamaicans, 7 against Barbados, obstructions 3 against Jamaica, 1 against Barbados, turnovers 4 by the Barbados team, just 2 by the Jamaica team. So pretty clean quarter there. No interceptions, no offside calls in that opening quarter.
I think that will be a concern for the Jamaican team. There's no intercepts in a quarter. Rob Wright, the defensive specialist coach, I know he won't be happy with that. He loves when the defenders come around for clean intercepts. So that's something he will be asking for from them going forward.
But I think the important thing, they just need to get off the body. They're on the body and they're not getting the call. So get to the front or just move your feet and get around.
Barbados looking for a positive start to this second quarter. This is where they have been really good throughout the tournament, the second quarters, and they need to make a push if they're to have a chance in this contest tonight. Blackman should have gone for that, shouldn't she?
Definitely a little bit too fancy there. The Jamaican defenders, they were all over that.
Yes.
Jamaica having a new goal defender now in Teresa Beckford. I think she's the better of the two goal defenders. She's more familiar with the position as well, so looking forward to see how she match up against Blackman.
And Janelle continues to shoot 100%. She was 11 of 11 in the first quarter.
This has been a trend for the Jamaican team so far. Sutherland doing a lot of work on the center pass. She's been brilliant at it, might I add. And then Allison getting deep second face close to the circle edge and then going into Janelle. So the Bajan will need to step up, because once those phases continue to be that easily, it's going to be almost impossible to stop the ball getting to Janelle.
Fowler 13 from 13 in the match so far. That doesn't come as a surprise to anyone.
Definitely not. Brilliant work there from Plummer, and that will start the intercept count for the night.
She really worked for that one, right off this, at the edge of the circle. Well, it did look a little push off, didn't it? Because the ball was low.
It was way too low, and that's been the concern. And that's why I was a bit critical why they weren't playing her more this week, to allow the feeders to get that practice. Luckily, the result of this match doesn't count, but they are still in control and they're still pushing on.
But these are important matches for development, for understanding. You never know what will happen. And you are right, there's a World Cup to come next summer. And yes, you have an outstanding player like a Shanice Beckford, but anything can happen going into a tournament, and you want quality backups, and you want the players to have a clear understanding of what is happening out there.
Yeah, and now you see the intercepts piling in. That one was by Sutherland, but I mean, it was the work of Plummer. Plummer covered that wing attack and left the center in doubt, and she turned and threw it right in the hands of Sutherland.
See, that just needs to stop.
Yeah, that was way too much.
Yes, that just needs to stop. You cannot back off. You got to go around, move your feet, put your inside foot in, and get around. But that's good work from Blackman, though.
Well measured pass into Fowler on this occasion.
Yeah, nice work from Fowler. She pulled wide and then she drove into that ball, helping her feeders out a bit there. Again, the Jamaicans are doing really good work to keep the attackers high, close to the transverse line. Mishka just stepping off a second and the ball went straight in. So that's where they'll look to improve on the next phase, but that's a good start.
Oh, Fowler does brilliantly to keep that in, and now Giselle Allison. Beautiful netball.
That was a nice move.
That's the kind of razzle-dazzle Giselle loves. When you see her playing that like that, you know she's in her element. So expect a big game from her.
(24-16) Jamaica leading by 8 with 10:50 to go in the second quarter.
Time for
25-16 leading by 9.
So we have a bit of a substitution going on there for Barbados.
The goal defense and wing defense. The Bajan, they continue to disrupt the plays of the Jamaicans. They're getting tips, they're getting deflections, but they're not turning them into gains.
She's not missing tonight, Giselle Allison.
Loving her confidence.
This is top stuff.
And the crowd is loving it, Ricardo.
She is on fire.
And she worked for that one. She had a nice see drive around the top of the circle.
Nice come
Punching
around.
into the ball.
That's the first time that defender actually come around.
The crowd are loving this, Ricardo.
Thunderous applause inside the NISC. The Jamaicans are entertaining. I don't think the Gems know what has hit them here. The Jamaicans have just turned it up a notch, and just like that, it's 29-16. They lead by 13 with 9.5 minutes to go in the second quarter.
So usually we would see the Gems having a better quarter come the second and the third quarter, but this time around they started well, but now they're falling apart.
Or maybe they're being torn apart.
Hey.
Faye Agard continues to be her usual consistent self. Great vision from Fowler. And the Jamaicans hit 30.
And I'm loving what I'm seeing from Janelle. We don't usually get to see those playmaking skills of hers because she's usually on the receiving end, but good to know that she's able to make those plays.
Well, you know, from they started their campaign, the first match, she was doing a lot of that, getting that goal attack involved somewhat, and you see the result because now they've gotten used to it, they've gotten confident in doing it, so you know they can only build on that.
And that's why she's a captain.
That's the lead.
Yeah, fantastic leader is Janelle Fowler. And what is great as well is that she has the respect of every single player out there. Not just in this team, but even in the first choice team.
Goalkeeper, penalty pass.
Which is always so important for your leader.
Goalkeeper step forward.
And she has the respect of the coach, Connie Francis, as well.
Definitely.
Which is critical. Had a chat with Connie Francis when we were at the Commonwealth Games, and Connie said, you know what, sometimes it's not even me, it's just the players.
Sure.
They say, coach, we want to do it this way, we want to try it this way. And she says, go right ahead, I have all confidence in you.
Good attempt there from Heya. She came off the body and tried to run through on that one, but Fowler is just too strong.
Just one jump you needed. Just one jump.
Yeah, she needs to time it.
Yes.
And then jump once, because once you jump and you land within 3 feet, you're not able to jump again.
Right, exactly.
That was an early ball into Fowler.
I throw on hope there, but if you're going to do that with anybody, Janelle Fowler is a good pick.
Yes.
33-20. The Jamaicans have already scored 14 goals this quarter. 6:26 to go in the quarter. Barbados with 6 goals so far. Remember, they had 14 in the first, Barbados, so life a little bit more difficult so far for them. But still a lot of time. Real buzz around the NISC. Oh, brilliant work from Fowler to clean up what could have been messy from Allison.
Definitely a clean up. I like the way how you described it. But she should be in the circle. That's where usually you find the taller goal shooter being most of the time. But that ball was at the transverse line and she was there. So it's like she's assessing the play and reading it and knowing that she should be there to help just in case.
Yeah.
It's about being assertive.
Good
she
leadership
was in that
again.
possession.
Definitely.
34-21. Agard with another opportunity. Remember, given the opportunity to start tonight over Shanika Wharton after Agar did come on in the second. With the rebound.
21 from 21, but now it's 21 from 22.
That was a beautiful read from Query there, just a little bit late. But as a goalkeeper, you want to keep looking for that. So I'm sure the coach will be encouraging her to keep having a look.
Yeah, whatever the situation is with Wharton, I think Agard is stepping up and saying, Coach, I can do this. And no better team to show off exactly what you can do, but against the Sunshine Girls.
Azura Bruce was just caught on the body of Janelle and she shouted, ow. I think she felt one of the faller elbows. That's what you'll get if you play on the body. She needs to get up and contest, and there is Plummer.
Let's see if Allison will take this shot from distance. Fowler was open for a second, but she was set on the shot, and that's why.
Definitely lovely shot again from her, and I'm really loving her work. She's not being static as she's known to play. She's really carving that goal circle and moving, driving and punching for that ball.
Coach Connie Francis did say that she would love to see a few of these youngsters get into the World Cup team. Of course, Coach Francis has the ultimate power to decide who gets there.
But you know, your performance should always speak for yourself. So if you make that, you know, if you look and you see, hey, this person can perform, then no doubt they'll get the goal.
And that was an incredible intercept from Prairie, converted at the other end by Fowler. That's what I was talking about earlier. She, as a goalkeeper, you want to keep hunting outside of the circle, especially when you have a target like Agard in the circle who doesn't move as much. You have an opportunity to go hunting and come back.
And that's why we talk about getting off the body, coming off the body and creating opportunity for interception.
Another deflection there by the Gems, this time from Azura Bruce, but there's no one to pick up the scraps. So they're getting plenty of deflections, but there's nobody there to clean up.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines leading Cayman Islands 24-9. 12 minutes to go in the second quarter of that game over on court 2. Jamaica 40-23 over Barbados. The Jamaicans have put in 21 goals in this quarter. The intercepts have been a lot more regular now.
And Plummer, she is just a superstar in the making. And I mean, unlucky they threw it away. But as I was talking about Plummer, she's a superstar in the making. And you know, Shady and Plummer now retired. She was a member of that Com Games team. One of her main positions was wing defense. So there's a spot open for wing defense in the squad. So I think Plummer is really putting her hand up, and she can also play a bit of center as well. So, I mean, good work from Plummer. You never know.
Agard sinks another one. Her good night continues.
Definitely, she's been really reliable, but I think that was a better feed into her. The passes can look more direct into her because she has a nice solid hole. What did I miss?
Goal defense, penalty pass. Goal defense, step forward.
Whatever that play was, the crowd is loving it. I missed it.
41-24, the Sunshine Girls leading the Barbados Gems at the National Indoor Sports Centre in Kingston. The crowd thoroughly enthralled by what they have seen tonight.
That was good defending by the Jamaican team, really forcing Barbados to throw away that possession.
I think what we're seeing from them compared to other games, they're defending as a unit. They're working together. Beautiful baseline drive by Janelle. Watch her sink this with ultimate ease. Janelle, you superstar.
And it's not easy for someone as big as Janelle Fowler at her height and build. Oh, she's bringing the house down.
And the crowd is loving it.
And the horn sounds for the halftime break. The Sunshine Girls pressing gas, and they were pressing hard in that second quarter. Fowler and Addison combining brilliantly, and they have pretty much put this one beyond the reach of the Barbados Gems. Halftime in Kingston. Jamaica 43, Barbados 24. Halftime at the National Indoor Sports Centre, Jamaica leading Barbados 43-24. Jamaica starting this match with Janelle Fowler and Giselle Addison in the shooting circle, and they have combined well in the first half. Janelle Fowler 28 from 29, missing just one attempt. Addison 15 from 17. Faye Agard has been good for Barbados. She has been doing most of the shooting. Latonia Blackman has been perfect so far. She hasn't missed a shot just yet, but the superior quality of the Jamaicans starting to tell in that second quarter. 19-14 Jamaica took the first quarter, and 24-10 they took the second quarter. The Jamaicans just starting to up the intensity, and O'Brien and Dale, the Barbados team, unable to stay with them.
They have been, yes, but they have been shooting well themselves, you know. Blackman shooting 100%, and Agar shooting 90%, but what is not happening is the amount of attempt that they're getting. The Jamaica is really crunching them, especially the adjustment that Mishka Query has made in the second quarter.
Yeah, definitely, but I think what the Jamaicans are doing this time around compared to what we have seen in the past, they're working together as a unit, they're moving their legs, they're confusing the space, which is making life very difficult for the Bajans. Blackman, she started well, but she faded out of the game. I would like to see her lift her workload a little bit more. She's experienced down there, as we have cited. Once she brings herself back into the game, then the Bajan attack should flow a little bit better.
Yeah, for sure. Spoke about just how well she started the game, Latonia Blackman, but you are right, in that second quarter, almost non-existent, with Janelle Fowler playing a starring role, as would have been expected. Faye Agard has been brilliant as well, and Coach Margaret Cutting must be pleased with how this young lady has performed at this tournament. No footwork calls in the contest so far, contacts 20 of them against the Jamaicans, 14 against Barbados. Obstructions, Jamaica 4, Barbados 3, turnovers 13 by Barbados, just 3 for the Sunshine Girls. They will be quite pleased about that number. 4 interceptions for the Jamaicans, and all 4 came in the second quarter. No offside calls in the match so far. We're at half time, 30 minutes of netball to come. It's been enthralling. Can it get better at the NIFC? Stay with us to find out. Jamaica leading Barbados 43-24. Halftime in this feature match on the penultimate day of the America's Netball World Cup Qualifiers, and the Jamaicans getting ready to make a change. Looks as if Fowler might be exiting the game. Amanda Pinckney getting ready to come on. Shelly and Fraser Price quite in tune to everything that's happening here. She has brought a number of young women from her community to watch the Sunshine Girls perform tonight. Really great initiative from SFP.
Definitely, she continues to inspire the next generation, and not only in her sport, but she's encouraging them to participate in another sport as well.
So Fowler remains at goal shoot. Amanda Pinckney comes on at goal attack.
So the Gems have gone for a short circle now. They have took Agard out, and they have gone with a more mobile, shorter circle with Brianna Holder coming in at goal attack and Blackman moving into that goal shooter position. Another deflection there from the Bajan defenders, but again, and another one, again, the crumbs are not falling their way.
side.
A bit of a tussle underneath the pole between Azura Bruce and Paula. We were expecting this from the start. Pickney's on now at goal attack, replacing Allison, and she's on the board with her first shot. I love the energy from this Jamaican team. They're contesting every ball. Just watch them go. Sutherland with a brilliant intercept. Loving her work this tournament so far. She's there screaming for the ball and attack now. And watch her get a goal assist as she passes this ball into Janelle. Big step back shot from Janelle. Azura Brown with the rebound.
Yeah. Missing for the second time tonight, Janelle Paula. But she'll get a chance to correct that, and of course she does.
And it's becoming a bit of a trademark. Another baseline drive from Janelle. I'm loving these variations that she's adding to her game.
Probably has learned a little bit from Amanda Pinkney over the last few days.
Possibly, and that's good because we usually think that the youngsters are the one who does all the learning, but the veterans can learn from the youngsters as well.
Yeah. So Hunter is on at wing defense for Jamaica, Pinkney at goal attack, Shaw at goal defense, Sutherland at center, and Konya Walker moves to wing attack. For the Barbados Gems, Crony on at center.
And that was beautiful patience there from Rockyaw to wait on Blackman to open on the rotation. Unfortunately, Blackman missed her first miss of the game, and in the blink of an eye, the Jamaicans added another one to their tally.
5 already scored in this quarter by the Sunshine Girls. Barbados with just 1 goal scored.
Faye Agard is now in at goalkeeper. I don't know how we missed that one. Azura Bruce in at goal defense, and she's another deflection added to her tally. No one there to pick up the crumbs. I think the Bajan Gems need to get a little bit more mongrel in their playing style, because all the crumbs are going to the Jamaicans at the moment.
A little bit more what?
Mongrel. That's what we call it in netball. When the aggression and the ability to scrap for the loose balls, that's what we call it, mongrel.
Is that what you call it, Obi?
No.
The fans out there will know what I'm talking about.
49-25.
Why are you putting me in this position?
So we mentioned earlier that Wharton was on the bench for the Bajan Gems. She just walked into the stadium and she's heading over to the bench now. Not sure if all is well with her. I'm hoping she's okay. That one forced into Janelle on a double, but given her strength, she was able to pull it in. Miss from Pinkney, rebound by Agard, and the crumbs gone to the Jamaicans again. But finally, Azura Bruce with an intercept, Obi.
Yeah.
Yes, I think that ball was passed very low. And again, you talk about the lack of practice with a Janelle Fowler. She's not with the team most of the time, so it takes a lot of practice to, really perfect that pass going to her.
Definitely.
Let's confirm the changes for the Barbados team coming into this third quarter. Agard is at goalkeeper. Dale pointed out Azura Bruce at goal defense. Latonia Blackman known at the goal shoot position, with Brianna Holder coming in at goal attack, and Tanisha Rockyaw in at center.
Beautiful rotation of the circle. They're disrupted by Shaw. Holder passed that ball onto the circle edge, and she rolled out in the back space, and the feeder just waited for Blackman to become free. Unfortunately, she didn't place the ball properly, but they ended with a goal.
Interesting move to have Agard in at that goal defense position. A OB type of move.
Obi, Do you put your goal shooters in at goalkeeper?
It all depends. I'm not sure if I would put her there. If there was a taller one, very tall, she's not really significantly tall, I thought the other one, but maybe they want to put a bit more pressure in the midcourt.
I remember back in the days we used to put Pat McDonald.
Yes. But it's only if their height is the same, but maybe they want to push Shawnette, which is the captain, out in the midcourt to add a bit more pressure, because when you play like a Jamaica team with a fouler, you really can't stop her one-on-one, so you try to get whatever loose ball, be mongrelish.
Definitely.
Out in the midcourt and try to see if you can at least slow it down or put more pressure. So.
Well, Dale has certainly introduced us to some new terms. Nothing new about the Jamaican intercept. And they fly down court. Oh, Fowler does well to keep that and stay in play, and converts the 50th for the Sunshine Girls on the night. Fowler 33 from 35.
The lighting from Janelle, and there's another intercept by the Jamaicans. Clapped back by the Bajans.
Kwanya Walker there a little bit slow to realize that Fowler was free all alone inside the circle, and the ball should have been delivered. And those are the little things that Fowler will be saying to the youngsters at the end of these games, that you have to be aware of those moments.
Good tussle there on the circle edge between Hunter and Corny. Hunter coming out the better, and that's the challenge for the Bajan girls in this encounter so far. They're just coming off second best in the contest. There's a mini win for them.
You watch Fowler as well, and how well she reads the game. She's always finding herself in a position, proving an option at all times. She's able to recognize when the midcourt is under pressure and struggling to get the ball down court.
Always being assertive, always seeing what's happening, directing traffic.
There she is.
Directing traffic. She wanted her to drive all the way through, because she could have actually gotten it on the other side.
And you can see her down there now talking to her goal attack, encouraging her to make that drive, become available. Don't shy from the contest. Once the space is there, you're entitled to it. So drive into that space and be a strong, solid ball side option.
Plummer coming in at center for the Jamaicans.
Happy to see Plummer out there in center. As I said, there's a space up for grabs in the midcourt. Well, there are other spaces that might be available, but there's a clear vacancy in the midcourt, and being able to play more than multiple positions will definitely boost her resume.
Blackman.
She continues to really hold her space, get that ball in. It's a pity that they can't get more, which for me, I'm not sure if the two moving shooters working, because they have to spend a lot of time making passes so to get a clear look into the circle.
And when playing a moving circle, OB, it requires a lot more communication than when you have a holding shooter in there that you can go direct to. And the feeders outside are very integral in it, because they need to be focused. They need to be able to identify the rotation and be patient enough to wait on it.
53-29, Jamaica in charge. Blackman. Oh, lovely.
She's back in the contest, Blackman, and when she's playing at her best, the team performs significantly better. They have brought in Corny at wing attack, one of their more experienced players, but incredible intercept there from Tafia Hunter, the University of my student. She took that one convincingly. So delightful and casual at the same time from Paula. She makes that look so easy.
A twirl, a spin, a shot, a goal.
A ballerina.
That's the perfect adjective, Obi.
Beauty to behold.
It is. It is.
This is a stop. Towards you, okay, be careful.
Wing defense, be careful.
Goalkeeper advantage. Jamaica.
54-31. The Barbados Gems have scored 7 in this quarter so far. The Sunshine Girls 11. 4 minutes to go. Pinkney arrives on the scene and puts away another one.
Definitely, that was good work from her as well. Nice entry into the circle. Landed in a comfortable position and ended with a shot.
Not a bad player, but I find her tracking the ball too much rather than, you know, getting out of the area, coming back for the ball, which would make it different and would make it like open up the attacking area. The fowler took a break.
She's just standing out and allowing the young player to have her day.
For a second, I don't think she was actually on the court.
I thought she came off, but I know you can't step off the court.
I think she's trying to call timeout for Jonas to come on.
So she has done her work. She has done her work.
But you made a good point about Pinkney, Obi. She tends to follow the ball and track the ball, as you say, a lot. She will learn over time timing to when to stay out of the play and allow her mid-quarters to bring the ball to her and then just pop at the right time to be a solid option. Whoa. And that's the under-23 combination looking solid at the start of this game. The start of this combination.
Wing defense, penalty pass.
2:45 to go in the third and penultimate quarter. Jamaica leading 57-31. The difference, 26 goals.
But that's the thing. That's what I've been mentioning earlier. The Jamaicans, they are in everything. They're in everything. They are chasing. That ball was tipped by Tafia Hunter, and Kwanya, who's playing wing attack, came all the way down to the second transverse line to back her up, putting herself in a compromising position as well. Good work from the combo just now.
58-31 for the Jamaicans. They have scored 15 goals in this quarter.
Another deflection from Azura Bruce. She's really stacking up on the deflections. I'm just hoping to see some of them turn into gains because she's working really hard. She's the captain of this team and I know she wants them to do well, so she's giving it her best effort, but she needs support. As a captain, you go out there and you try your best and you do your best, but it still needs full team effort. Beautiful intercept again from Kwanya.
So we get those gains, we get those interception, and we just still need to take time, make that placement.
Jonas' first shot of the game. A miss, a rare miss, but she follows the shot and she's in with the rebound. The Bajans need to do better boxing out on those shots though, because they are significantly taller than the Jamaican shooters, so they should be getting those rebounds.
The Jamaicans hit 64 this quarter. The Barbados Gems with the turnover. .32, half a minute to go in the third.
60 goals is actually a really, really big score. Magnificent intercept there from Query. As I was saying, 60 goals is a lot of goals to be scored in 3 quarters. I mean, the last time Jamaica and Barbados met was at the Commonwealth Games, and of course everybody remember that. It was 103 for 24. So it's a different Jamaican team out there today, but I think they're really representing themselves well.
Last chance. Oh, brilliant block, or was it penalty?
It was penalty.
And converted. Brings the house down as the penultimate quarter comes to an end. The Sunshine Girls thrilling Even Connie Francis is up off her bench and congratulating the Sunshine Girls on a fine quarter. A-guard from goal shoot to goal keep. She's had her work cut out. But Jamaica still in control. 6-2, 32 at three-quarter time. Yeah, this is the most electric the atmosphere has been for the America's Netball World Cup qualifiers at the National Indoor Sports Center. At three-quarter time, Jamaica leading Barbados 62 to 32. And remember, the Jamaicans started the contest with Janelle Fowler. She came off midway the third quarter. Giselle Addison and Amanda Pinckney picking things up for the Jamaicans. Pinckney was at goal attack initially, and one Fowler was on the court. She was her dominant self. Latonia Blackman asked to do more work for the Barbados Gems in that third quarter, coming in at goal shoot with A-guard going to goal keep, but nothing that the Barbados Gems have tried tonight has really threatened the Sunshine Girls in a serious way.
And sometimes you really can't sacrifice your one end of the court for another, because here we are now, we move out A-guard out of the circle. Blackman only shot 5 from 6, and Holder didn't even get an attempt. So you're stuck with one shooter and you're not getting it enough, so you're going to be behind.
Yeah, statistics there. Footwork calls none in the contest so far. 26 contacts called against the Jamaicans, 21 against Barbados. Obstructions, Jamaica 7, Barbados 4. Turnovers, 23 for Barbados, just 8 for Jamaica. This has been a really clean match for them. Interceptions, 3 by Barbados, 9 by the Sunshine Girls. No offside calls in the contest so far. 3 quarters out the way, 1 to come here at the NIFC. Azora Bruce in the defensive third for Barbados Gems has really had a good match. And Dale, you spoke about her getting a lot of touches, a lot of glances, but not enough of them turning into gains for the Barbados Gems.
Yeah, definitely not, but she's working really hard. And I mean, when Janelle was on, it was a bit harder. I think it will get a little bit easier for her now. I don't know if the speed of the ball with 2 moving shooters will affect her, because she prefers the balls high. But let's see how she goes. But I'm quite disappointed with this game so far, to be honest. I figured the Jamaicans would win, but 30 goals, a 30-goal lead at three-quarter time is just crazy.
So Brianna Holder has netted her first shot of the match. She actually didn't score it in that third quarter, but she managed to score in this one.
Oh, really good save there from Pinckney.
Yeah, it was beautiful body balance there from Amanda. She turned and she passed that in, but there was a Jamaican on the end of it, as expected. Bajans nowhere in the contest.
Kelsey Jonas in the shooting circle for the Sunshine Girls as well in that goal attack. Possession, Jamaica.
That's the baseline move that we spoke about from Amanda Pickney. Unfortunately, she was called for sliding by the umpire. Good hand there from Teresa.
Yes.
And the work of the Jamaicans paying off as they regain possession.
And the Jamaicans, they're able to transition this ball. There's nobody next to them when they're receiving the ball. They're collecting the balls uncontested. There it is again. For the first time, Azura Bruce is contesting that one. Now they're held up a little bit. Big shot for Kelsey over the long arms of Azura Bruce, but she made that one beautifully.
Jonas to Pinkney. Oh wow, that's brilliant from Kelsey Jonas and Pinkney as well with the initial save.
And again, it was good defensive work from the Bajans, but there was nobody there on the backup. That ball went all the way back to the transverse line and there was no Bajans anywhere near it.
Well, all I'm saying, that's what youth can do.
Good point.
Gotta have that closeout, you know?
Yeah,
ball
Pinkney
is
10
loose.
from 10.
Ball is loose, you gotta try to close out and get a hand on it.
Excellent outside arm there from Teresa. I love her work in at goal defense. Azura Bruce sighted that one.
Goalkeeper step forward. Right.
Another good shot there from Jonas.
5 from 6 to start Kelsey Jonas.
She's such a composed player.
Pass.
Missing that one.
The Gems give it right back. Oh, that's a good catch. And a brilliant finish.
Amanda will finish that for sure. They knew they really needed to score that one and they really worked to get it back and, you know, finish it in the way it ought to be finished.
This is becoming easy now for the Sunshine Girls. Intercept after intercept.
And you can start calling Crystal Plummer the intercept queen of this Jamaican squad. She was on in the first 2 quarters. She got a break and she came back. She's back on now and she's just picked up where she left off. Crystal Plummer of GC Foster. As I said, I believe she could be the bolter into that World Cup squad next year. She's a really versatile player.
Well won.
Azura
guard sends it long.
Azura, Agard wants it out.
And that was good work from Agar to get it over the mess. So the Jamaicans were setting up a nice zone in the midcourt and she just cleared the entire mess, sending it all the way down to the transverse line. But they give it right back.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines leading Cayman Islands 52-31 at the end of the third quarter. Jamaica 68-33. And we still have over 9 minutes to play in this final quarter. Jamaica's strongest performance this tournament, 84 goals. I don't suspect they will better that 84 coming against St. Lucia last night.
French penalty pass. Step forward. Step forward.
Cheap penalties there in the shooting circle. The Bajan Gems, they'll be disappointed in how many attempts they allowed Amanda to get off that one shot.
They have to be disciplined.
You see what I'm saying? So with the Bayesian team, they're not able to score. They cannot even get an attempt at the goal, which I think if Agard was in the circle, they would at least, you might have gotten a penalty or something and make an attempt at goal. And I didn't think anything like the defense of Barbados. I mean, they were working great.
I agree. They need Agard back. That was good vision there from Plummer to find Jonas deep in the attacking third. Where was Agard on that one?
I think at this stage, Coach, Margaret Cutting might just be trying to see what can work, just trying things out. I think she's pretty much given up on this as a contest a long time ago. They have been dominated, the Barbados Gems.
Beautiful move by Amanda in the circle, missed by her feeders.
She
her
just signature
roll.
She just moved too early because they weren't ready. Good interception there by Azuri Bruce to get that deflection.
Is that a mongrel?
I think so. I think so. A young one.
So how does the old one look?
Old.
70-33. Shots of take that ball away coming from this partisan crowd. Ball not quite taken away.
We're hearing some old school cheering. Take that ball away.
I love it. That's the way it should be.
Take that ball away.
And as a player, being out there and the crowd being so involved, it gives you a good feeling. So I won't be surprised if they manage to get this one.
Did you watch the German league, football league, how the crowd was responding to the questions of just the pre-thing before the game started? Did you get a chance to watch it earlier today?
I didn't today. You watch German football?
Soccer, yeah. I see money.
(70-34), 6:45 to go in this final quarter. I will be up to watch La Liga on SportsMax tomorrow and Sunday.
Ambitious pass there from Holder. That was never going to get there. Big shot attempt here from Holder. She's frustrated. She threw that one up.
That's her.
The Jamaicans have
second miss.
Let in as many as 48 goals this tournament. That was against Grenada, the only match where they lost a quarter.
Yes.
But they have scored at least 70
in every game,
every single match.
Obstruction center, penalty pass. One tap, goal shooter, penalty pass.
That's good marking by the Bajans, by the way. I think they put them up top and they didn't have the movements to get around her. That was a close one.
Yeah, definitely a close one. And as you said, I love the defensive work from Agard and Azura Bruce just now. They switched really well on that play, forcing the contact.
Coach Francis didn't like what she saw on the court there. She got up and gave some strict instruction to Abby just now at the wing attack.
3 goals scored by the Barbados Gems in this final quarter so far. The Sunshine Girls have put in 8.
Good solid tape there from Holder, coming from a Azure Bruce intercept.
Yeah.
You see those deflections turning into clean gains now. Is it that the Jamaicans are getting tired?
I'm wondering because they're not moving as how they started. And again, it's just about slowing down the pace. You can't play at that pace the entire time.
Well, definitely the least impressive quarter for the Sunshine Girls in terms of scoring, but they still have 9 on the board already with just under 4:20 to go. Getting a little help from the Gems. Talise Redwood entering the contest at wing attack.
Wing defense, advantage offside. Wing defense, stay out the goal circle. Yes.
I just love how clear these umpires are with their instructions.
They make no mistake. They said this is what needs to happen.
The Jamaicans looking to close this quarter strongly.
Right there. Advantage, obstruction, hand first.
St. Vincent and the Grenadines keeping their very slim World Cup hopes alive. They lead Cayman Islands 56-32 over on court 2. And I say very slim World Cup hopes because Barbados 1 win away and they play Antigua and Barbuda, the winless Antigua and Barbuda on Saturday. Unlikely that Antigua and Barbuda will beat Barbados. It would be the biggest upset in the history of America's netball.
Definitely.
And I don't see Barbados taking it easy on them. They want to make sure they solidify their space for the World Championship.
Yeah, they will know. They will know that Grenada and the St. Vincent and the Grenadines set to play tomorrow, and if St. Vincent and the Grenadines win that, then they'll be on 5 wins with Barbados. So they will not be taking anything for granted, just like the Jamaicans haven't taken anything for granted tonight.
Certainly.
Minute and a half to go in the contest. Blackman. Brianna holding the fourth, finishing off 37th goal for the Gems.
Redwood coming in at wing attack for the Jamaicans.
That one bouncing out. And the Jamaicans able to clean up and start the attack again. Jonas. Pinkney does well. And the put that away. The Jamaicans hit 75 with 32 seconds to go. Nice pass.
Nice pass.
But not as good a finish.
Not able to finish. And we see another interception here by the Bajan team.
Seconds for the Jamaicans to try and get one more.
And again, it's another turnover by the Jamaican team on 4 cities.
Yeah, just trying to rush that time around. Now they have to try and prevent Barbados from scoring the last goal of the match. And they do. The Sunshine Girls produce another fine performance at the NISC in Kingston. They roll over the Barbados Gems 75-37. A partisan crowd tonight, raucous at times, thunderous in their support. The Jamaicans thunderous in their performance, overpowering the Barbados Gems 75-37.
Definitely not their highest scoring game, but this I think was one of their best performances of the tournament so far. They were clinical right from the start. No surprises with Janelle Fowler starting in goal shooter for this game, but I think how they built throughout the game, and at times it got scrappy, which you will expect, but they were quick to tidy it up, and they just continued to grind it out, and it was a solid win for them then.
Here is the story of the contest then. The Jamaicans started with Janelle Fowler at goal shoot and Giselle Addison at goal attack, and in the first quarter it was relatively close throughout, the Jamaicans opening up a 5-goal advantage, going in front 19-14. Well, they won the second quarter 24-10 to go to the halftime break 43-24 ahead, and 62-32 at the end of the third quarter after a 19-8 third quarter performance. Janelle Fowler-Reid did come off midway the third quarter. Giselle Allison also made way, and the Jamaicans bringing into the shooting circle Kelsey Jonas at goal attack with Amanda Pinckney at the goal shoot position. For the Barbados team, they started with Faye Agard and Latonia Blackman. In the third quarter though, Agard was moved to goal keep, Blackman moving to goal shoot, and Brianna Holder coming on at goal attack. But it didn't matter what the Barbadians tried, the Jamaicans proved too strong in this encounter, too potent for the Barbados Gems.
Definitely, and I think the Gems will be really disappointed in their performance. And now it's 2 big losses back to back, so surely I think Antigua, you're in for a real treat.
But it does give the Barbados Gems an indication of where they really are with the World Cup coming up next summer. Mind you, they're not officially there yet. They still have business to do tomorrow, but it does give them a really good idea of where they are going into that tournament.
Certainly, and there's a lot of adjustment that they will definitely need to make. I mean, they has to be worried about their circle, their shooting circle, that hasn't really produced much, especially in the second half of this game. Brianna Holder only had 2 from 5 for the entire quarter. The last quarter we saw Blackman just shooting 1 from 2. So again, you know, they know what needs to be done. They definitely have to have, because you got to be able to score. You have to score.
Yeah, statistics. Footwork calls, none in the contest. Contacts, 36 against Jamaica, 31 against Barbados. Obstructions, 8 against Jamaica, 4 against Barbados. Turnovers, just 13 for the match for the Jamaicans. They'll be pleased with that. 34 Barbados. Interceptions, 11 by Jamaica, 6 by Barbados. Offside calls, just 1 in the contest, and that was against the Barbados Gems. Mariah Ramarak is having a grand old time at courtside, and why not? I would have been having a grand old time as well if I were with Janelle Fowler.
Yes, Ricardo, just chatting with Janelle here. Janelle, congratulations again. What did you make of the youngsters' performance today?
I thought they came out today. This was one of the better games for the series. I thought they played well. You know, there's a lot more for them to work on as well, but yeah, they played well today.
Did you feel as if you didn't get the best performance from Barbados? Were you shocked at Barbados' performance today?
No, we weren't shocked at their performance. We know that Barbados comes really hard when they're playing against us, and they have some quality players out there, so we expect them to come and put up a fight.
What can we expect from you tomorrow against Trinidad and Tobago? They've already sealed their World Cup spot. They're on the plane with you. What type of netball?
It's just going to be hard netball. It's going to have to be smart netball, because even though we're already sure thing for a World Cup, we still want to play and dominate all the teams coming out. So yeah, we're going to play hard against Trinidad tomorrow, and I hope they bring it.
Anything you want to say to the fans? Because I know they will be roaring for you tomorrow.
First, I just want to say thanks to everyone that's coming out and support us. Even though the stadium is not packed and sealed, we still do appreciate the much that comes out. But everyone else who is watching on SportsMax, thank you for watching and keep tuned in if you cannot come. But if you can come down to the National Stadium, come down and watch us. Janelle,
thank you so much. Always amazing. As always, the captain there for Jamaica Sunshine Girls. I'm going to be joined now by Shawnette Bruce from Barbados. Oh, Latonya Blackmon. Sorry about that. I've spoken to Shawnette so many times. It's in my mind. Also, Latonya, performance today, you know, Barbados started extremely hot. What went wrong in today's performance?
Some of the girls are a little sick. So we're battling a little flu. But I'm grateful with the effort that the ladies put out there today.
And you know, you were up against Barbados, up against Jamaica. The points didn't count at all. So do we expect to see a better performance from you tomorrow?
Yes, you will see a better performance from me tomorrow. Tomorrow's game counts.
Yes, so of course, you know, a lot of pressure here at the National Indoor Sports Centre when you play against Jamaica because of the fans. Talk to me now about the approach as you head into tomorrow's game where the points will matter.
We'll go back home and watch the game tonight and see where we make mistakes and try to clean up on them mistakes for tomorrow's game.
Well, thank you so much. Best of luck. Latonya Blackmon there, of course, she's from the Barbados team, and Barbados will understand that tomorrow is a very important game. The points will count if they are to get that last remaining spot for the World Cup in Cape Town, South Africa next year. Ricardo, it's back to you to wrap up the proceedings for our viewers.
Yeah, thank you very much, Mariah. Good job done by courtside. Confirmation of the score: Jamaica 75, Barbados 37. To close this contest, the final quarter, Jamaica scoring 13 goals, Barbados scoring 5. This is what we have to look forward to tomorrow. St. Vincent and the Grenadines up against Grenada. Yes, St. Vincent and the Grenadines still with a chance of making it to the World Cup, but they will have to win, which they are doing tonight. 67-42 over the Cayman Islands with 2 minutes and 20 to go, and they'll have to win that match against Grenada to give themselves a chance. Cayman Islands versus St. Lucia, Trinidad and Tobago versus Jamaica, that's the feature game, and Barbados will play Antigua and Barbuda. Victory there for Barbados will seal their World Cup berth. Well, another great evening at the NISC in Kingston, Jamaica, America's Netball World Cup qualifying action. It's been a pleasure bringing it to you on your home of champions, St. Lucia, getting their first victory of the tournament. Shelly and Fraser Price gracing us with her presence. Oh, that was the highlight of the night, and they agree. Giselle Addison was brilliant, shooting from range for the Sunshine Girls. Latonya Blackmon was in and out of the game for the Barbados Gems. And in the final analysis, the Jamaicans once again too good, crowding out the Gems and going on to win 75-37. 1 day to go at the NISC. Join us tomorrow.